Happy good morning. My name is Brianne from Zenful Mindings, and today I wanted to talk with you, maybe plant some seeds in your noggin about self-care and what our ideas and tendencies tend to be around it. That's redundant. And what are some things that we can really think about to maybe take away from this? So self-care is one of the things, and I am super guilty of this, that we let go as soon as we feel stressed about time and scheduling and like life pressure, right? We don't have time for that. We have to get 17 million other things done. But it's also the first thing I encourage you to hang on to, because if we don't hang on to it, it's bad business. I'll explain that a little bit more in a moment. But what is self-care exactly, right? So in yoga on the mat, in a physical yoga practice, super easy to talk about, right? It's the showing up for yourself. It's breathing, moving with your own breath, not worrying about what anybody else in a class is doing except for you, honoring your own experience, meeting your own edges, taking a rest when you want to take a rest, dropping in and letting all of the stuff that happened in your day so far go. Those are all things that are self-care on the yoga mat. Once we step off the yoga mat, that's when it gets really, really, really murky, right? Because we tend to convince ourselves that some things are self-care when they really aren't. Like you have a super busy, hectic day full of a lot of pressure, and all you want to do at the end of it is collapse in a lump and watch your favorite TV show. Guilty. Love it, but it's not really self-care most of the time. We sit and we take breaks and we scroll through social media. We go down the rabbit hole of YouTube videos. We confuse getting things done with self-care, because at the end of it, maybe we feel good about it. We've shut something off, but we haven't really nourished ourselves. So what's the difference? When you think about sleep, so sleep is this ultimate act of self-care, and I'm talking about like good quality sleep, not troubled sleep, okay? So good quality sleep, right? You're getting something for your physical body, you're getting something for your mind, your body, your spirit. All of that is integrated into that one thing. Self-care feeds and nourishes all of those things. So when we talk about just kind of vegging out at the end of the day, all of those things are not happening. It might feel like it, but when you really think about it, it's not. So what can we do instead? Self-care can come in the form of taking a hike through the forest, or creating something that you're really passionate about, or learning how to do something that you've always wanted to do, or taking a long soak in a bath and listening to your favorite music. It could be cooking yourself a delicious, scrumptious dinner without any pressure. It can be enjoying the laugh of your kids. It can be jumping rope, playing sidewalk chalk, blowing bubbles, taking 5 minutes to read a couple pages in a book you really wanted to. It can be so many things, but the thing is that all of those things, or whatever it is for you, nourishes all of this, right? Not just the physical part, not just the mental part, not just the spiritual part, but all of it combined. That's the ticket, right? That's the key. And so everything else suffers if we don't do these things. So I mentioned that before, but here's what happens, right? When you don't get enough sleep, how's your life quality? Probably pretty poor, or not as great as it could be. You're grumpy. I'm grumpy. You don't focus as well. You maybe miss some things. You are not attuned to what's happening around you. And the same things happen when we don't have a regular self-care practice and we don't allow ourselves that, quote, indulgence. We aren't kind. We feel stressed, we feel pressured, we feel obligated, and we act from when we act from those places, it kind of gums up the machine, if you will, right? It gums up everything, and it kind of like leaves this grayish tint over stuff that could be super colorful and powerful and beautiful. So let's not do that. Let's give ourselves the minute, the 5 minutes, the hour when we have it. Let's make time and fit it in our schedule, and let's not kick it off first thing. Self-care does not need an eviction notice every single time. So find a way. I encourage you to please fit it in today. It's one of the ways we can make our world a little bit more beautiful. So with that, I'll sign off and leave you with those words to think about. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, message me below. It really helps show support and get the word out to other people. Have a beautiful, happy day.